Hey, how's it going everyone? This is the Anime Man. So, today, the day that I am uploading this video is my 21st birthday. Yeah, I may not look 21 to some of you guys, maybe with the beard I look older, without the beard I look like a prepubescent 14-year-old, but yeah, today's my 21st birthday. And looking back on my life, I've kind of looked back on also, you know, the words that have been said to me, most especially from my parents, especially from my mom. If you guys don't know, my mom is a Japanese person. And I have pretty much spoken Japanese all my life with her. She's really the one that taught me Japanese from a very young age and has really helped me with life a whole lot. And being a serious literature enthusiast, my mom has said some words and sayings, or I guess proverbs in Japanese that have kind of stuck with me all my life, and so I felt like sharing that with you guys today. Now this first one my mom always used to say has kind of turned out to be true, and that is Yoki oya wa 100人の教師も勝る. Now literally translated in English, it reads, a good parent is better than 100 teachers. There are a lot of things in the world that only a parent can teach you, and I think there are kind of two ways to kind of take this in. The first being that, like, be a parent who talks to your kid. Like, don't try and say like, oh yeah, the teachers will teach you that, or oh yeah, you'll learn that from life. You know, if you are a parent watching this, then there are some things that only really a parent can teach you. So I think it's really a extremely important idea to kind of keep in touch with your kids. And if you yourself have a parent, then it's really important to learn stuff from your parents, because I have learned so much from life that I learned from my mom, that I learned from my dad, that I learned from my granddad, that I learned from my grandma. And you know, there are just some things that, sure, you can go out and learn them from living out your life and whatnot, but it's also just a lot safer and a lot more, I guess, engaging if your parent teaches you, because they have really lived their life longer than you have. So there's so much experience that they can really teach you just by talking to them, and that's certainly the case with me and my mum and dad. The second proverb that I kind of live my life off really applies to anything, and it kind of seems obvious unless you really think about it. And that proverb is 働かざる者食うべからず, which translated in English reads, if you don't work, you don't eat. Now that can be taken in a literal sense, like, yeah, if you don't go to work and you don't get that dough, there's not going to be enough money to put food on the table. But it can also be taken in a more figurative way. It can be taken in a figurative way as in, you know, if you don't work towards something, then you're not going to get the results for it. Like, unfortunately, there are too many people in the world that I have seen that lack work ethic. They just want shit handed to them. And I think that's not a good way to kind of live through life, you know. If you don't work for something, then don't expect to really get anything. If you do work towards something and you work towards something really hard, then most likely than not, it is going to lead to something that is worth it in the end. And this third proverb that my mom always used to say a lot, it kind of really leads on from that previous proverb, and she has said this a lot to me when I really started doing this YouTube for more of a professional standpoint, and that is 継続は力なり, which is really simply translated, continuance is power. If you want to do something with your life and you want to get good at something, continuance is power. Never give up for stupid reasons. Only give up if you yourself know that you won't be able to continue this. Don't let anybody tell you to stop for stupid reasons. And this last proverb that my mum probably said the most and is her favorite, and is something that I'll probably remember my mum for the rest of my life, and that is 人生に無駄なことはない, which translated in English means nothing in life is useless. It could be a subject that you really hate at school. It could be something that somebody taught you. It could be something that seems completely worthless and useless to your own life, but it's somewhere throughout your life it's going to be useful. Don't take that kind of information, and don't take things that people teach you for granted. Sure, you might argue that there are some things in life that you know are completely useless, but this proverb kind of, I think, kind of puts me in a mindset where I don't learn things in a negative way. It's pretty much a way of saying keep learning and keep having fun with what you learn, because if you keep having fun with what you learn, then learning is going to be fun, and that's when the information that you take, or any kind of knowledge that you take, is most likely going to be useful sometime in your life, because there's so much that can happen in life. Who knows if, you know, that trigonometry 7 that you learned in high school is going to come in handy. You know, it's just a nice way of saying don't take things for granted and keep learning through life, because everything you learn in life is going to be useful in life in some way or another. So yeah, I hope you guys learned a little bit of Japanese from this, and maybe some Japanese proverbs that you might live your life by, because these 4 proverbs are really the proverbs that I live my life by. They're just something really powerful, and it's especially going to be, you know, these things that I'm going to remember my mom for the rest of my life. And I'm super appreciative of my mom and of just anyone really, like my friends, my family. Just, yeah, it's been a pretty wild 21 years, and it's going to get way crooked and rocky from here, but you know what, I'm gonna have fun with it. So let me know in the comments below, are there any proverbs or sayings that your parents taught you, or maybe there are some proverbs and sayings that you heard somewhere that you kind of live your life by? It doesn't have to be in Japanese, it could be in English or whatever language you are most comfortable with. Is there a proverb or saying that you kind of live your life by, or base your life by, like me? I want you guys to let me know in the comments below. Anyways, thanks for watching. As always, like, favorite, enjoy, subscribe for any better. See you guys next video, whatever I make. Keep watching anime. Ciao!